Hi, I'm Sally Thibault. Welcome to the Stronger, Leaner, Lighter show. Today we're talking about how to overcome doubting yourself. If you're in a situation right now where you are really beginning to doubt yourself, or you just don't feel confident enough to make a decision, this is the show for you. This is one of those times in history, where who we are and what we believe can be really challenged right now by people that we don't even know. Sometimes you might want to feel like you want to say something, but there's this element of doubt around it. So today what we're going to do is look at, okay, what causes us, especially when we get to over 50, why do we still live in doubt? And we're going to do a tapping session at the end that will help you in those times of doubt, when you've got to make a decision about something and you're feeling very doubtful. So hang on to that. In about 20 minutes time or 15 minutes time, we're going to do a tapping session that can help you kind of get in touch with what that doubt is all about. All right, just a quick shout out to our sponsors, NAS Cosmetics. I wanted to share one of my other favorite products with you. With them, it's their mascara. I love this mascara. It's got a little kind of added extension fibers, so you don't need to wear false eyelashes, and the beautiful, beautiful waterproof mascara that actually comes off really well with good makeup removers. So that's one. And then, of course, the other sponsor or the partnership is with New Skin, and I wanted to share with you my other favorite product. This is the True Face Line Corrector. What you do is you rub it on the lines around your face that you want to work a little on. Put this on, and for about a couple of minutes you rub it in. Magnificent. And really change those, let's say soften those little smile lines that hang on. I smile all the time, the way it's always been. All right, let's get on with the show. Please let me know if there's anything that I can help you with. Just send me a DM if you're interested in any of those products. But do reach out to Jen Hines at NAS Cosmetics about their beautiful products. They really are truly beautiful. All right, let's get on with the show. What causes us to doubt? Well, it's the people and the words and the events of our past that challenged us. When we are children and we're challenged about what we believe, what we say. You might have parents that, kind of told you what to do. If you wanted to tell them what you want, they might have scoffed at it or not believed in it. You might have had teachers, as I did, that didn't believe in you, didn't think that you were clever as you thought you could have been. What the hell is that? I wanted to be a teacher, and my year 11 teacher told me I wasn't smart enough. What a terrible thing to say to a child. That causes doubt. Now, that can be, what we call little t trauma. In other words, they're nothing to write home about. They're nothing to, to get a sort of, oh my God, I've been through trauma. They're little t traumas. But when we're children and we're feeling inconfident and somebody yells at you or laughs at you about something, or, maybe you question something at school, and a teacher sort of kind of looked you up and down and, you made you feel stupid. You may not have said anything that made you feel stupid. Those little traumas get trapped in our body and have us questioning whether we are clever enough, smart enough, and in the bottom, of course, value and worthy enough. So when understanding all of that in where you are right now, where we're going through right now, and what we're going through right now, unless you've had an extremely supportive family, extremely supportive teachers, and extremely supportive friends all your life, you're going to experience some doubt in any decision that you're going to make. Now, many years ago, of course, I'm going back into, us over 50. Many of us didn't have the opportunities children have today. We went to school to learn kind of maths and history and reading and all the boring things. We didn't have the opportunities. Kids go to school today and learn how to, sound engineering and video editing and, dance. Oh my God, what a different world it would have been for me if we had dance at school. Oh my God. But because that kind of didn't have that exploration, that the way that we could excel, for many of us, we were never able to express through our what I call soul purpose. So soul purpose is what we're born with. It's the thing, and this is a thing that if you were left on your own when you're about 4 years old and you were just left in imaginary play, what you would do. For me, I used to love to play school. I would, my sisters and brothers line up, and we made desks, and I made them, notepads and pencils, and I'd stand at the front and pretend I was the teacher. My sole purpose in my life is to teach. It might be to help. You might have played pretending to be nurses. It might have been that you love to cook. It might have been that you like to build or create things. That sole purpose is actually what you came to the planet to do. And if you weren't encouraged and pushed through that, then there's a part of you that always is questioning. That when that year 11 teacher told me that I wasn't smart enough to be a teacher, I remember that day. I absolutely remember that day. My whole world caved in because that's all I ever wanted to do. And of course, I didn't know what else to do. And in those days, you kind of did teaching, nursing, worked in a bank, or you were a secretary. That was about the options we had back in those days. And so when you can't align that soul purpose with your current life purpose, so soul purpose never changes, life purpose flows as you do. But if you're always able to kind of work with that soul purpose, it's like your intuition is always working. So when that's taken away from you, it's like you're kind of walking around not feeling like you fit in almost. And of course, the other thing is we grew up in a time when purpose was dismissed for practicality. Just get a job. And for many of us, for many women, it was just get a job till you get married and have babies. Just get a job so you can buy a house. So there wasn't kind of room for purpose. I mean, very different from what life is like now for many kids in particular, who are we really encourage kids these days to follow their passion, follow their dream. We didn't have that. Most of us did. Let me know. Did you have it? I'd love to know. Did you have somebody that really supported you and encouraged you to live your dream? And how has that worked out for you? So, as I said, when you're living your soul purpose, it gives you clarity and confidence. Not being able to fulfill that for any reason always has you doubting and questioning. And that doubt kind of is then exacerbated by the people, the words, and the events of your past, the stories we tell ourselves. All of us will have had times when our belief in ourselves was challenged. It may be something really small. Maybe, you were trying to do cartwheels in the playground and you could only get one, and everybody laughed and walked away, and you went, oh God, I'm never going to be good at cartwheels when I really wanted to be. There are moments in our lives that cause us to withdraw, to doubt, or maybe I'm not as good as I think, or maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. And the key element in all of this is to find those moments in your life. If you're doubting something, as I said, we're going to do a tapping session in about 6 minutes or so. But if you're doubting yourself, the question to ask is this: why? What is it about this that I'm doubting myself? And right now, so many people are caught between knowing what they believe is right for them and being judged for thinking that way. Doesn't matter what way you think at the moment, which side of the fence you sit on any of this issue that's going on at the moment, no matter what, somebody is going to challenge you. And it's difficult to speak our truth because it's like Big Brother is watching all the time. And what's really uncomfortable about right now is because it's so emotional. Like, it's not like people can just have a comment or a view. It's like the whole world will come down on you if you have an opinion that is against the current narrative, whatever side of the fence you're on. somebody is going to criticize you. Now, if you don't have that confidence, if you haven't expressed or stretched that ability to feel confident in saying what you think, but you've got this little t trauma sitting behind you that, overwhelm you, because that's what happens is when you're in a situation where you want to speak your truth, you want to do something, but the doubt rises. It's because there's a past story causing the cortisol levels to rise, sitting there deeply in the amygdala, which causes the increase in cortisol and adrenaline, the flight, fight, and freeze response. And then you kind of pull back. Okay, wait a minute. I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure I'm right. Do I feel comfortable speaking my truth? Am I doubtful? Now, this can not be about what's going on in the world, but it can be about anything. Should I buy that new car? Should I sell my house? Should I, invest in a program to release weight? Just throw that one in. That doubt that sets up for you is just based on past little t trauma or big T trauma. The challenge for us is to know the difference, of course, between intuition and doubt. Because maybe your intuition is screaming at you not to do something and you're not listening to it and you don't know whether that's what it is. But a simple kind of recipe for understanding the difference between intuition and doubt is that intuition always feels right. Doubt feels uncomfortable. Doubt's like, I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. Intuition is like, okay, I can sort of, that's interesting, isn't it? This feels right. Intuition feels powerful. Doubt feels disempowering. It's disempowering. So the way to get through that is to look at, okay, what's the thing that's holding me back? And I want to share a little story about the difference between doubt and intuition. It was one of those moments that until I discovered EFT really haunted me for a long time. And going way back into the 90s, way back in the 90s when we had the global financial crisis. Just prior to that, we had a lot of property and investments, but there was one particular investment we were looking at that, I don't know, I remember sitting in the lawyer's office looking at this and looking at the contract and thinking, I don't know, this doesn't feel right. I don't know. But because of my doubt in my own abilities to make a decision, because of what I had experienced in the past, I'd never, when I was a child, never been able to make that decision, never been feeling comfortable, never challenging people in power, never challenging the nuns. Of course, wouldn't ever challenge the nuns. You never challenged your parents. So here I am in a lawyer's office, and he's kind of prompting, this is a really good deal, and this is this, and we can do that. And I'm like, gee, I don't know. But because of that, all that story running in the background for me, I totally overrode my intuition because I thought, well, maybe they know better than me. And literally a month later, the whole world went down to the global financial crisis, and the rest is history. But until I had actually tapped on that, moment of not trusting my intuition, it was something that really kind of haunted me for a long time. So what I want to do now is I want to do a tapping session to help you if you're feeling doubtful about something. I do want to say that I do have a YouTube channel with a lot of, and I'll give you the link of that in a moment. I've got a YouTube channel with a lot of tapping videos on there. So whenever you're feeling doubt, head to that, and I'll give you the link in a moment. But be mindful of time. I want to tap on doubt. So what I want you to do at the moment, and again, this is generic, remember, this EFT session is generic. In order to get to the root cause, you're going to have to ask a lot of questions. You have to tap on each memory. So for me, that issue around the property deal, not only did I have to tap on being angry at myself for not doing it, I had to forgive myself. Then I went back further back. Okay, where did this all start? I went, playground stuff, bullied at school by girls, that moment with the teacher who told me I wasn't clever enough to be a teacher, all that stuff. I had to go and look at all of that and remove the emotional connection from each of those memories because it gets trapped in the body, which, by the way, usually ends up as pain or weight. So when that emotion is trapped in your body, the outcome is extra weight or pain. And until you release the emotional connection to it, you can't release the weight and you can't release the pain. All emotions. All right, let's go. I want you just for a moment to think of something you feel doubtful about right now. I want you to feel something that you feel doubtful about right now. And I just want you to measure on a scale of 1 to 10 how strong that doubt is and where you feel it. Do you feel it in your body? Is it in your head? Do you feel doubt, or does it feel in your gut? It's might be weighing heavily on your shoulders. Where do you feel it? All right, and then we're just going to start to tap on the side of the hand point. And if you haven't done EFT before, just follow along. But I want you to get really clear on this about the doubt. And of course, I assume that you're taking total responsibility for your health and well-being at this point. All right, here we go. Even though I'm not sure what to do, I deeply and completely accept myself and how I feel. Even though I'm not sure this is right, I deeply and completely accept myself and how I feel. Even though I never feel confident enough to speak up, I doubt myself a lot. I deeply and completely accept myself and how I feel. Okay, eyebrow point. I'm not sure what to do. I'm not sure if this is right. I don't feel confident in speaking up. I don't feel confident in making this decision. This doubt is overwhelming me. I'm not sure what to do. I'm not sure if this is right. This doubt is overwhelming me. One more round. I'm not sure what to do. I'm not sure if this is right. I don't feel confident in speaking up. I don't feel confident in this decision. This doubt is overwhelming me. I'm not sure what to do. I'm not sure if this is right. This doubt is overwhelming me. Okay, take a deep breath. Now, after the show, what I'd like you to do is write down every time that you can recall that you doubted yourself and stopped yourself from doing something. When you were judged or criticized or laughed up for saying or doing something that you felt really confident about. I want you to use this script, but to get very specific about the time, the issue, and how it made you feel at the time. Because EFT tapping won't work unless you are specific about the time and how you felt. All right. Now, I'm going to assume now that that feeling, if I've asked you to go back and measure on a scale of 1 to 10 how you felt, that it would be a 0 to a 2. Actually, I'm feeling quite confident. Oh, that doubt's gone. Oh, I've got all these ideas flowing around in my head. That's when you'll know it. I kind of feel a bit more confident. And I'm going to do a reframe round. But again, you don't move through to this until you've what we call collapsed all the aspects or remove the table legs that will collapse the tabletop. So you want to just make sure you are fully comfortable. And I'm going to show you what this reframe round would look like. Even though I still have some doubt, I choose to trust in myself. Even though I don't feel 100% confident, I choose to trust in my wisdom. Even though it still feels a little doubtful, I choose to trust my intuition. Okay, here we go. I choose to trust in myself. I choose to trust in my wisdom. I choose to trust in my intuition. I am confident, wise, and intuitive. I forgive myself for not trusting myself in the past. I choose to trust in myself. I choose to trust in my intuition. I am confident, wise, and intuitive. Take a deep breath and then just let it go. Try that for a week. See how you go with that. So whenever you feel like you're being challenged, every time you feel like you want to do something but you're doubting yourself, try that. Try that. But make sure that you ask yourself the question, when in the past have I been challenged? When in the past did I lose that trust in myself? Because that's the gem. The gold and the diamonds are in those questions. And what we need more so than ever at the moment is strong, confident, wise women. That's what we need. And the doubt, it's just the people, words, and events of your past. That's all it is. That's all it is. Let me know how you went. And I'd like to challenge you to do this for a week, every day for a week, and just see if that could really make a difference. I'm just going to leave you my YouTube channel link, www.youtube.com/Sally Thibault, and there's lots of tapping videos on there that can help. In fact, I might even put this one up. You're welcome, Sally. And ensure that, remember, it's just the people, words, and events of the past that have caused you to feel like this. And when you're ready to clear it, things will happen. Have a great day, everybody. Have a great week. I look forward to talking with you soon. Bye for now.